A very good afternoon to you and welcome to your lunch primetime news. Let's take a look at your headlines. Tense situation erupts in Parliament over the circulation of 2 budget booklets. Private bus services along the old road from Avissavella to Colombo suspended. 122 killed in floods in Tamil Nadu. In your local news, Executive Chairman of the Litro Gas Company Shalila Munasinghe said that as per the provision made in the budget 2016 presented by Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake, gas prices had been reduced with effect from today. Accordingly, the price of a 12.5 kilogram domestic gas cylinder will be 1,346 rupees within the Colombo area. Prices of a 5 kilogram and 2.5 kilogram cylinder will be 572 and 273 rupees respectively. In other local news, an event was held at the official residence of the British High Commissioner this morning to mark President Maithripala Sirisena's last week as Commonwealth Chair in office before he departs for Chogam 2015 in Malta.
The President planted a nut tree in the garden of the Westminster House located in Colombo. Issuing a statement, the British High Commission for Sri Lanka said the President later called on the British High Commissioner for Sri Lanka, James Doris, to discuss the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, which is scheduled to take place in Malta this week. Discussions mainly centred on the UN Climate Change Conference and other issues including Sri Lanka's progress in implementing the recommendations of the UN resolution.
Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that a committee has been appointed with the intention of collaborating and implementing the development projects which were initiated in Hambantota together with all relevant ministries and ministers. The Prime Minister made this statement while addressing the progress review meeting of the institutions attached to the Ministry of Southern Development in Koggala, Galle yesterday.
We have appointed a committee together with the Minister of Southern Development and Minister Sarath Amunugama on how we can collaborate the projects in Hambantota. There are a few conditions that we have to overlook once the construction work on the Hambantota port is concluded and the investments which came into the project is estimated. All of these tasks have been handed over to this committee. Following discussions, we are ready to industrialize this area. Then we have the Matala International Airport. We have to utilize it for other purposes rather than just storing paddy. There are 2 things that I would like to emphasize on. One is that we have held talks with the Chinese ambassador on making arrangements to export fisheries and agricultural products from the Matala airport. Moreover, the matter of flower plantations. These 2 factors have been specifically discussed.
The case pertaining to the killing of former Minister Jayaraj Fernandopulle, which was taken up before High Court Judge Piyasili Wickremesinghe, was postponed to the 25th of April next year. ASP Lakshman Kure and 2 LTTE suspects were summoned to obtain evidence with regard to the killing. The case was filed by the CID and Police Terrorism Investigations Unit over the bomb explosion that took place on the 6th of April 2004 that killed 13 persons, including the former minister, and injured 84 others. The case will be taken up again on the 25th of April. The Speaker of Parliament decided to adjourn parliamentary proceedings for 10 minutes following a tense situation which broke out in the chambers. The adjournment was due to allegations raised by the opposition that 2 books on the budget had been tabled in Parliament.
Today, another publication which read the budget speech had been placed on our tables. Honourable Speaker, on the day the budget was presented by the Honourable Minister, we in the House, the general public, the entire country as well as the international community paid close attention to the reading which was read of another book. This was even taken up for debate. So we would like to know from the Finance Minister what the difference is between the book which was presented and this book which has been presented today, and to explain to these chambers right now, part by part, as to what the changes are.
පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ සභාගර්භයට ඉදිරිපත් කළා තිබෙනවා.
Honourable Speaker, there aren't 2 budgets as he says. However, on that day, Minister Karunanayake, after reading out the budget, he handed out certain facts to be hansarded. So this is what I think he's referring to. There are no two budgets. He requested from you to include certain things from that reading directly to the Hansard without reading it. So he may have said one or two things in addition to that speech, but all of it is relevant to that book, which is why that book was given to our hands while it was being read. And that's what he read out. So now are there any changes to that in this book? We want to know that. This is a waste of the valuable time in the Parliament. This is what they always do. Honourable Speaker, there aren't two budgets as they are saying. This is not something that is being done to sabotage their activities, but there are two books here with us. So we would like to know today, before this debate commences, at the very least, if these two books are the same or not.
Only one budget. You maintain is only one budget. That's okay.
මේ අය කියනවා වෙනසක් තියෙනවා කියලා මම අහන්න කැමතියි මොකක්ද වෙනස කියලා මොකක්ද
නෑ හේතුව
he shouting
දරු සභානායකතුමා අරුල් පොඩක් දෙන්න හේතුව පැහැදිලි කරාම මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ඉවරයි
කරුණාකරලා ඔබතුමා මගේ බං කියන එක පොඩ්ඩක් අහන්නකෝ
මුදල් ඇමතුමා පැහැදිලි කරයි
දෙකම එකයි
ඇයි එහෙනම් බෙදුවේ අද බෙදුවේ මොකක්ද හේතුව
ඔබතුමා මං කියන එක අහන්නේ
නෑ අහනවා බෙදුවේ අහනවා
අයවැය පොඩක් අහගෙන ඉන්න අයවැය අච්චු ගාපු දා අයවැය ඉදිරිපත් කරපු දා සීමිත පොත් ගානක් ගෙනාවේ වයින් මේ ප්‍රතිද තේරුවන්
සභාවේ වැඩ මිනිත්තු 10කට අපි අත්විඳිනවා සභාවේ වැඩ කටයුතු මිනිත්තු 10කට අපි
Following the reconvening of parliamentary proceedings, Minister of Finance Ravi Karnanayaka expressed these views.
There may be issues, but ask us when we are present. We are here every day. There are issues of the similar nature. Ask us for answers when we are here. Sometimes there is work until 10:30 to 11, but I will put a stop to it from tomorrow. Please give me this opportunity until tomorrow, because it's part of the government's policy to inform them through the tax, excise department and audit companies. If there is anything, question it while in Parliament. It is displeasing that this was a mistake made by the Ministry of Finance. It is not the fault of the Parliament or the Leader of the House. We were not attempting to give out the wrong message. It was a fully completed book.
පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ හරි චීෆ් විප් නෙමෙයි ඒක ඔබතුමාලට අංග සම්පූර්ණ පොතක් දීම මිසක් වෙනින් අදහසක් නොවේ වුණේ.
These were the varying views that were expressed with regard to the budget.
Now all the talks around the reduced prices of potatoes and dal. It takes a good skill to increase it and then reduce it through the budget. The value of the rupee will increase by the day. There was a child who came to me attired in the school uniform, but now the uniform is no more. The price of sugar increased because of the growing numbers of diabetic patients, and the price of fertilizers have risen because of the destruction caused by the earthworms. You may not feel the impact now, but the impact will be more tangible after 3 months. The budget booklet was distributed to read and understand the content and to critically look at what is missing and to be a part of the implementation of it at the electorate you represent.
ජනතාවට අවශ්‍ය මුදල් ජනතාව වෙනුවෙන් ලබා දුන්නා.
The concessions people need were presented. 5.4 of the GDP was allocated through the budget for education. Measures will also be taken to provide 1,000 houses to each electorate. The comprehensive budget was presented to render a service to the public even better than the first generations of J.R. Jayawardena and R. Premadasa combined. Some charge that they could not comprehend the budget. They cannot understand because they have never been a part of something like this before.
මේ අයවැය ඉදිරිපත් කරලා තියෙනවා ජනතාවට සේවය කරන්න. සමහරක් අය කියනවා තේරුණේ නැහැ කියලා. නමුත් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ මොකද මේ වගේ වැඩ කරලා පුරුදු නැති හින්දා.
Construction activities of the bridge which falls across the new road leading to Mattala International Airport from Bandagiriya, Hambantota has come to a standstill. Locals in the area say that the temporary bridge which was erected is now in a condition which cannot be used for daily travel. The incessant rains in the past few days have caused the water levels of the Bandagiri tank to rise, thus hindering vehicular movement. Residents of the area said that construction work on the bridge came to a halt in the beginning of this year.